Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
Starting to pick up.
Yep. Well, that'll be great on live, on a podcast.
Hey, we may lose one of these canopies. There it goes.
Oh, boy.
I knew that was going to happen.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Yeah, you're live, Irma. Welcome. What's up, Irma? How you doing? We got you. Hey, we're tapped into your computer there too, where you work. We can actually see you on video. I hacked your computer. So beautiful earrings today, Irma. You're always beautiful. Very nice.
You're so silly.
Jason, you want to do our intro today?
No, I'm going to let you handle it.
Come on, man. I'm trying to I've been trying for like 4 years to get Jason to break out of his shell. You broke out a little bit.
I'm getting better.
Jason's got out of his shell, but one day Jason's going to do like, we'll have the camera on him like this. And then you just go, here, let's do a practice real quick. Just turn to the right just a little bit.
Turn to the right.
And look this way off.
Look this way.
All right, now take your left hand and hold it up with your one finger. And now turn and point at that camera. And say, good morning, welcome in.
Good morning, welcome in.
See, there, I got him out of the shell. There we go, brother. See, it's like it's kind of different, it changes you up a little bit.
That's fine.
Good morning, man. I didn't wear my Guardian Defense shirt.
I know. I supply you with proper attire for the show, and like once a quarter you wear it.
It's unbelievable, man.
Come on now.
I'm sorry. Sam's hanging out with us this morning on the Cup.
Yeah. On the Cup.
So the city, here's an idea for the city for the visitor center. this has become, you know what, man, this could be a Shark Tank thing. They ought to start coming out with little figurines like this that you can just lay on your cup, and it's got like you squeeze their head and sugar would come out. Or, oh, check, this is a Shark Tank. Don't steal this from me. Fill this thing with creamer and then just have a little hole in a shoe. And if you're a coffee drinker, there you go. And see, you could have a decoration on your coffee cup, and you could have a.
I want to see you drink with that sitting on the side of your cup.
Yeah, man. I don't think so. I don't know what
that's
that thing's
like. That's
made
like
of.
trying to drink tea with the spoon in it.
It is, but it's all good. You think that'd be a? Would anybody buy that? Probably not.
Probably not.
Steph Vallie's here. She's like, I ain't buying.
She's shaking her head no.
I ain't got time for that.
She don't have time for that.
Well, I thought it would be a good gift, but I guess not. So speaking of gifts, by the way, when Steph comes on, she has brought an amazing gift this morning. And if you are a dog lover, today is your day, because this.
You better get that number in your phone now, guys.
Yeah, get that in your phone now. And if you're not a dog lover and we call you, you be honest with us and you let us know, because this is too good of a package that we want to make sure that it's going to go to the right person this morning. And if maybe you know of a dog lover, I'm going to tell you what, if I didn't host this show, I'd just give her $100 right now and say done. And we wouldn't.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we wouldn't even give this thing away. I'd just give her $100. Steph's on there contemplating. She's like, well, it's actually not bad. So
she's going, I can make some money off this deal.
So we'll show it here in a little bit when Steph joins us. But Steph Vallie, our guest from Magnolia Kennel, joining us today. We'll catch up with her, see how things at the kennel are going. They are rocking and rolling, and spring months are here. So maybe we'll talk a little bit about, what does that look like for you getting your pets boarded up for the summer and the spring, and spring breaks right around the corner. So some of you college students may have some pets as well that you want to get boarded up, and Steph can take care. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We are here. Welcome in. It is our Tactical Tuesday segment, episode 226 here on Good Morning Huntsville. We are broadcasting live as always from our studio in beautiful downtown Huntsville, Texas. Big thank you to Elliot Herzlich of Elliot's Jewelers, online at elliotsjewelers.com for all your jewelry needs. And a big thank you to Paul Oley.
We love you, Paul.
We love you, Paul. So from the gallery, we wouldn't be able to bring you the show without him as well. He is the proprietor. I like saying that word. It's like it's old school.
He is.
You're the proprietor of Guardian Defense, but
yeah,
he's the proprietor of the gallery for all your custom framing, photography, and more. Check out Paul. And also big thank you, of course, to the Thompson family and Jason Thompson from Guardian Defense. He's the proprietor of Guardian Defense. He's also the purveyor of all things firearms.
I try to be.
So there was a guy that we knew, my buddy Brian Adams, who I used to call games with. Brian's a dear friend of mine, and his brother Mark. We were joking around one day. I don't know where this started, but somehow we started talking about meats, just different types of meat.
Mm-hmm.
And so we started. Oh, it was because he has a ranch and he sells meat.
Mm-hmm.
And so we came up with we called Mark the purveyor of fine meats.
Purveyor of fine meats. There we go.
And it just kind of sounded nostalgic, distinct.
Right.
How many places could you walk into where it says we're the purveyor of this?
Not many anymore.
Magnolia Kennel, the purveyors of excellence in boarding. See, it just has this finesse to it that
it does.
We're the purveyors of Good Morning Huntsville.
There you go.
I don't even know what that means. So,
welcome. Big words.
Welcome in. We got a few guests already joining us this morning. Kyle Kreiner, the Brisketeer of Huntsville. By the way, I had a complaint that we had purple on this screen.
Purple.
We have changed it to unofficial Bearcat Orange. I don't want to infringe on any trademarks, so I say unofficial Bearcat Orange. But we brought the orange back. We didn't want to upset anybody. The only person that would have enjoyed that purple on this show would have been our city manager, Aaron Colhavy. He's a lumberjack.
But that explains a few things.
Did you know he has a purple shirt with the orange Sam Houston logo? It's the coolest thing I've ever seen, man.
That would be kind of cool.
He's got one. So, but Kyle Kreiner, the Brisketeer, joining us, says, hey, the grandmother of Huntsville joining us, Carolyn Gibson. So good morning, Carolyn.
Good morning.
Great to see you. Quentin Glaze, the number one engager of Hello Huntsville and our platform through Facebook. He's back. Quentin Glaze.
He was losing ground.
He's back, and we'll have those shout-outs probably at the end of the week. They send me an algorithm that says how many people are engaging.
Right.
And Clinton was right up there. He's at the top of the list by far.
You know what today is, though, don't you?
Don't mention anything about that book that I can't stand, because that's this entire week, and I wasn't trying to talk about it.
I wasn't talking about that. It's Super Tuesday, man. Go out and vote.
Okay, yeah, Super Tuesday. I voted last week.
I did, too.
But yeah,
well, I voted like 2 weeks ago.
Super Tuesday. I tricked the system. I was able to vote 10 times. I have 10 different aliases as a test. I did a social experiment.
Did you really?
Just kidding. I don't want people.
I wish I knew how.
I do not want anybody knocking on my door. That's a complete joke. But anyways, Quentin Glaze joined. Tammy joining us. Good morning, Tammy. Boy, she is calling us gentlemen. I don't know about that. I mean,
Tammy doesn't know the real us.
Yeah, it's that gentleman's kind of
That's
questionable.
a far stretch for these two gentlemen.
If it's a lady, do you say gentlewoman?
I don't think so. I think you call her a lady.
I've heard of, man, what was it? There was something that I heard of to where it was like something in the military where if it didn't matter if you were male or female, they still said sir. And I researched this, and I think it was something to do in the military. But I was thinking the other day, you ever get bored and just turn on C-SPAN?
No.
If you want unfiltered, like just as dry as it gets, no opinion, the news.
I want Walter Cronkite back.
I'm Walter Cronkite. Look, here's the deal. Put on C-SPAN. All they do is turn the camera on. Nobody even talks. And, I get bored every once in a while. I put on C-SPAN. They got like C-SPAN 2, C-SPAN 3. And I was on there the other day, and it's, the government actually, there's a lot of bickering back and forth. We don't ever talk politics.
Bickering.
There's no I don't want to talk politics on this shit, but I'll say this. It is really neat how they do this, though. They will say, and I said it yesterday during our staff meeting at church, I relinquished my time to the gentlemen of North Carolina. So they use these really
Parliamentary procedure.
Parliamentary, exquisite phrases that are.
If you'd have been in FFA, you'd kind of understand some of that because we had to learn all that.
I relinquish my time to the gentlemen of North Carolina, and and these are.
Did he speak it with that British accent?
Well, I don't even know if it's British, but and the reason I said it is I do think that I heard one of them say, "I relinquish my time to the gentlewoman of Tennessee" or something like that. So I do think they say that.
I have no idea.
So.
That's why I'm not in politics.
We'll figure that out. So, Bill Doggett joining us. Good morning. He's here. I like what he calls this, the Sam Sipper. So there you go. Look, you just like that would be the perfect like little bulb there to squeeze, and then you get your coffee creamer or sugar. See, you got to make that little noise too. And there it is.
Don't make that noise.
It's like a little.
Don't make that noise.
It's like a little.
Don't make the noise.
It's like a little child with a ketchup ball.
Don't make the noise. I'm going to have to comment on it, and it will not be family friendly.
Oh, there's someone by the name of Pop Pop's Wood Shop joining us this morning. If he was from up north, Scott's not from up north, is he? Where? Michigan. Well, but they don't have that like, hey, Charlie accent. And Scott doesn't have that accent.
No.
If he was like from Connecticut, it would be Pop Pop's Wood Shop. How you doing, Charlie? Pop Pop's Wood Shop.
That's more New Yorker.
Pop. It's Connecticut.
Same difference. I got family that lives there.
My dad's best friend, great man. He passed away several years ago. We loved him too. He was just a great, fun guy that was in our neighborhood. Was one of my dad's good friends. He moved from Connecticut. And my dad's name is Charlie. So, hey, Charlie, how you doing, big guy? He'd always say that. And I thought of him when I saw Pop's Wood Shop. I'd like to hear Okie say. And he called himself Okie. And I have no idea why. He wasn't from Oklahoma. He's from Connecticut. But everyone was Big Guy. They all called him Big Guy. Mm-hmm. And he taught me that he goes, we don't have sub sandwiches in Connecticut, Rob. We have grinders. They call them grinders.
Okay.
And a soda's a pop.
Oh, yeah.
Pop. Hey, Charlie, you want to, and then, they the VFW say, hey, Charlie, you want a beer? It was a beer. It wasn't a beer, it was a beer. And my brother used to joke around. There's a brand of tires called Cooper tires. Mm-hmm. So one day my brother was doing a Mr. Okie impersonation. He goes, hey, Charlie, you want to go to the VF and get a beer, and then we go get new tires, the Cooper tires on your truck, Charlie? I don't know why we used to joke about that all the time.
I don't get it.
Oh, Super Tuesday today. Super Tuesday, voting day. So good morning again, Kyle. Tara Burnett, our great friend over at Hart's Veterans Museum, joining us today. Tara, good to see you on. And we'll be talking to Tara. Tara, do we have you booked up anytime soon? I do have a prize for you, and I should have brought it when I voted last week. But we got a prize for Tara that we need to get to her, too. Our mayor, Russell Humphrey, joining. He was on the show yesterday, and I like what he always says. He always says, hashtag, let's go, Huntsville.
Let's go.
Hey, I got a joke for you this morning. Do you think we should start the morning with, like, just little casual jokes?
I think you should.
All right. Look, this is a good joke. Don't anyone get offended by it, okay? It's one that I heard. It was a pastor said it, so it's okay. A pastor at a very large church, by the way, said this. So because he said it, I feel like I'm allowed to say it. You may have heard this joke before. I've said it at Rotary a couple of times. There was an older gentleman walking through the park with a very beautiful young lady.
Okay.
And they were holding hands. They were in love, and they were walking through this park. And his doctor came by. And again, keep in mind, this gentleman was an elderly gentleman, had a very young, young, attractive young lady. That was it was his girlfriend.
Yeah,
okay.
I
And they were in love. This wasn't a money thing. They were truly in love. And as they were walking through the park, he sees his doctor, and his doctor says, hey, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I'm doing good. And he goes, I took your advice. He said, I'm cheerful, and I found a hot mama.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the doctor said, no, Walt, that's not what I said. I said, be careful. You've got a heart murmur.
Uh-huh.
That's my joke this morning for you. So hopefully you got that one. He couldn't hear, so that's what it was.
I understand.
There's your corny joke of the morning.
Corny joke day.
Terry Mendoza joining us as well on YouTube. Terry Mendoza said, excited to hear from Steph this morning. So
yes.
that is our cue to be quiet and go to a break so we can get
Is
Steph
that our
on
cue?
here. It's our cue. I did, because I let the cat out of the bag literally this morning. It is Dr. Seuss week. It's a read across America. Now, Dr. Seuss Day was last week, but there is a Dr. Seuss
that's
week.
your favorite author.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think I'm going to get you like the collection or something.
No, and yesterday, Tomorrow's Promise is doing this really cool theme. Yesterday it was wear your pajamas to school day, and then today it was wear your hat day.
So does that mean Rick had to wear pajamas to work yesterday?
Yes, yeah. Rick Boning had to wear a pajama. Michelle, our intern here, was saying that she and I should dress up as Thing 1 and Thing 2. I said, absolutely not. That is the one part I just can't stand that part of the book, especially.
No.
So not going to do that, but I just wanted to get that cat literally out of the bag this morning. It is.
So if you want to get Rob going today, guys, just bring up anything Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, please. Today, how about this for all you cheese doodlers out there? Are you a cheese doodler?
No, not anymore.
What do you think? You've seen this already. So, but what would you think if I asked you? You've seen this, so you know what it is now. But if I would have just randomly asked you, hey, Jason, what do you think a cheese doodler is?
I have no clue. I know what it says on the screen.
Well,
or what the picture looks like.
It's National Cheese Doodle Day. I don't know why they don't just call it Cheeto Day, but that's what a cheese doodle is. It's a Cheeto. It's a puffy Cheeto.
It's cheesy puffs.
Cheesy puffs.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the brand. I don't care if it's generic. I always call them Cheetos. I don't care if it's generic or not. Yeah. It's like a Kleenex is really a tissue, but I call it a clean tissue. Just sounds too far. Oh, can I please have a tissue? Nah, man.
You want a Kleenex. Well, it's just like down here. If you go if you go to the restaurant and they ask you what you want to drink, everybody calls you want a Coke.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
It don't matter what flavor it is, but you want a Coke.
Do you have any idea of when the cheese doodle came around? Or
no, I
Cheeto?
have not a clue.
You want to take a stab at it? Just a guess?
1960s.
1940s.
Okay.
Generally, the credit goes to a man named Maury Yohai, who made a variety of extruded snack foods in the 1940s for his family's company called Old London Foods.
Okay.
Other sources show that patents for similar products were in the 30s, and still other competing accounts in Wisconsin, Charlie, big guy, and New Orleans as well.
They don't talk like that in Wisconsin.
Yeah, they don't. I just wanted to say it. I don't know how they talk in Wisconsin. I've never had a Cheeto or a cheese doodle in anything. Some people mix it up and crush it up, and I've never done that.
I don't know.
I did the coolest thing a couple nights ago, though.
What was the cool thing?
Brother, I had some Listeria-free Bluebell ice cream, completely free of Listeria.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was free. And I took chocolate. Somebody's going to get angry talking about Bluebell like that. And I took Oreo cookies, and I smashed those suckers up, and I mixed it in that ice cream.
Okay.
And I guess it's like the same as cookies and cream ice cream. I didn't even think about that. But it was good, man.
It's pretty much. And then
it was good, man.
I swear it wasn't that long ago you were on here talking about how you've been gaining weight.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I have it.
Ice cream after your basketball game.
You ever have sherbet?
I've had it before.
What's the difference between? Is it? I guess sherbet is like dairy free. Maybe I'm not sure about that. I like sherbet. They have this HEB lime sherbet that's pretty good.
Okay.
Had that last night as I was right before I went to bed.
Okay.
I mean, I was literally laying in bed
Eating sherbet.
Bridget was asleep, man. She's half snoring.
Snoring?
She goes to sleep watching The Bachelor, and here's the thing. I'm going to admit this because I'm just going to be transparent with you.
Come on, let's be transparent.
Bridget falls asleep, and I'm still watching The Bachelor. She's got me kind of hooked on them corny shows, man.
Really?
Yeah. The best was The Golden Bachelor because the women did not argue. You know, the younger women, they get upset and they fight each other. The Golden Bachelor was older ladies that were in their 50s and 60s.
I don't watch The Bachelor, so I couldn't tell you.
See, you kind of come across as a guy, though, that's like you would watch it, but you wouldn't admit it.
Mm-mm.
I really feel like you're a Bachelor type guy.
No, sir.
Lifetime, Hallmark.
Heck no.
Babysitter Murder. One of those type of shows, you know, like on Lifetime.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, those are the best movies. You're missing out, man.
I'll take your word for it.
Any guys out there, please let me know if you are a guy that watches these shows.
If you're a real guy, just call in and comment that Rob has poor choices on television shows.
Bridget's dad, one time I was at their house and my father-in-law's house, and I'm sitting there. They're all gone, and I'm sitting on a nice recliner relaxing. I had it on Lifetime. There's one of those good corny movies on. He walks in, he goes, "Dude, what are you doing, man?" I was like, "This is a good movie." He's like, "Turn that off." He wasn't a happy camper. I like those kind of corny movies, though, man. So.
Oh, good Lord.
Guns, there you go. Okay, Russell. See, Mayor Humphrey's got it right. He said Gunsmoke. That's what I should be watching. Yeah. I know Gunsmoke, Festus. Who was James Dillon? Matt Arnaz? Who was the main in that?
I don't remember. I still like to watch it.
Yeah, those were good. Those were good movies back in the good show, good TV show.
You know, they have TV shows like Grit and the Western Channel. I mean, that's what you should be watching.
All right. Thank you, Lord. I just had a man admit to something.
Oh, good Lord.
My brother from Saucier Woodworks has stated, and see, he has a legitimate reason, though. He says, I do watch Hallmark movies at Christmas time.
Well, yeah, because he's Santa.
Yeah, Santa has to watch those movies during his time of the year. So, All right, well, let's take a break. We got your national news, and we are giving away a beautiful basket. I'm going to let Steph announce this and show it when she comes on here in a moment, but you can go ahead and pre-enter right now. All you got to do is text in the keywords. Why is the keyword.
Now, look, if you're not a dog person, you can just take it. Come pick it up, and Jason will gladly take it home to his dogs.
Yes, it is. We'll show it in a minute. But again, why is the key word. WAA.
Where did you come up with Wawa?
This is Karen Denman. She is the keyword master from Walker County Federal. She is in charge of the keywords.
That's not even a word.
Well, because we always joke around before we go in there like, oh, it's Monday. Wah. And then we get, then once the show starts, we start getting energy and feel positive. But when we come in here, it's not because of any one of us. It's just Karen and I mutually are like, oh, it's Monday. Oh. And so that was the keyword. She goes, why don't we just make the keyword wah. And yesterday I had a crying baby on it. I was like, I don't want to be negative. Poor little crying baby. Mm-hmm. So the whole thing is you see this video of the sun shining behind the trees.
Okay. Even
in a wah day, there's still a little sunshine that you can find in your life. So that's why, I wanted the sun to shine through. So it's WAA all together, along with your name, on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line at 936-339-0139. Got to listen to your national news. Word from our sponsors. Miss Steph Vallie joins us on the other side when we come back. This is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville.
USA News. I'm Ryan Daniels. Today is Super Tuesday, the biggest day of the 2024 election nominating cycle.
Results will be announced in 16 states and American Samoa. It's a big day for former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, who so far has only won one Republican contest in Washington, D.C. The number of delegates on the table will be a big boost for the winners. Former President Trump and President Biden are the favored frontrunners. I'm Dave Collins.
Congressional leaders are unveiling the text of a government funding bill aimed to pass and prevent a shutdown before the Friday deadline. USA's John Schaefer.
The legislation is more than 1,000 pages in length, and it's designed to fund the government until October. It encompasses 6 bills forged through negotiations between the House and Senate and backed by President Biden. House Republicans are considering a vote on Wednesday utilizing an expedited procedure. That's according to a leadership aide. Subsequently, the bill would proceed to the Senate, where it will require swift approval and the support of 60 votes for passage.
NFL star Jason Kelce announcing his retirement from football. He made that announcement at a news conference in Philadelphia on Monday.
13 seasons in Philadelphia, and I look back on a career filled with ups and downs.
Kelce was drafted by the Eagles in the 6th round of the 2011 NFL Draft, contributing to their victory in Super Bowl 52. For weeks, many in the NFL world had speculated about Kelce's pending retirement. He's becoming more of a household name with a successful new podcast and a documentary about his family life. Women's college basketball phenom Caitlin Clark of the Iowa Hawkeyes has now topped legend Pete Maravich's record to become the NCAA's all-time points record holder in Division I college basketball. This is USA News.
Jessica, this is the happiest day of my life. Right up there with the day I bought my RV and insured it with Progressive. Man, I love that thing. There are a million fish in the sea, which I'm reminded of every time I bring my RV to the lake, but I vow to love and cherish you just as much as I cherish campsites with full electric and water hookups. I'm so sorry.
Protect your beloved with an RV policy from Progressive. Take as little as 4 minutes to see what you could save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
If you're a diabetic, we have great news. You can end the painful finger sticks with a new CGM. Plus, they may be covered by Medicare, Medicaid, or private insurance. If you test and inject daily, you may qualify. Call US Med now to learn more.
800-471-7065. 800-471-7065. 800-471-7065. That's 800-471-7065.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at GuardianDefenseLLC.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options, including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
All right, friends, 8 in the morning. Hey, got some good news for you. We finally hit it right at 8. Oh, sorry, it's 8:01. You're fired. I was like, man, you actually hit it.
No, not unless you went to Whataburger and bought taquitos. You might get by.
I'm going to tell y'all something real quick as we get started back in here. Welcome back in. Time now, 8:01. As you're waking up with us today, temperatures will be in the mid-80s, 85 degrees today for a high.
85 degrees with yellow snow.
And clouds. And the yellow snow
Hasn't even started yet, really.
It's just the very beginning. We
Texas
got out
snow.
And if
Southeast Texas.
Well, yeah.
And if you're not from this area, it's not that type of snow
No,
that people joke about. This
no.
is we're talking pollen.
We're talking pollen.
We're talking pollen. You know what else we're talking? We're talking to Steph Vallie, Magnolia
We are.
Kennel. Welcome in.
Good morning.
Good to
morning,
see
Miss
you.
Steph.
Good morning.
Always good to see. It's always a what kind of day?
Positive day.
Positive day. And Steph chimes in on our social media. She's one of our featured sponsors here as well on Hello Huntsville. You can see her guide that we have on HelloHuntsvilleTX.com. And Steph, you have brought, before we show that gift basket, I know the camera can't see this, but I'm
Okay.
gonna switch over to you. It's gonna be that camera. Can you hold up that beautiful board right here?
Oh, okay.
And you can kind of see it right here,
Yeah,
a
you
little
see
bit,
it?
little bit higher. And
Oh,
there it is.
yeah, there you
So
go.
Scott has made this Pop's Wood Shop.
Yes.
Magnolia Kennel, established in 1998, right here in good old Huntsville. MagnoliaKennel.com, where
Dogs get to be dogs.
that's right. And you guys have been rocking and rolling.
Yes.
Busy season, huh?
Yes. The spring break starts our season again. We get a little bit of a break mid-January, February, and then the spring break, we don't stop after spring break starts.
Well, I wanted to say a special thank you because you have arranged to have several guests join us. One of the most recent was Helen
Yes.
with the Huntsville Cat Project. I know you couldn't be here, and Karen had been wanting her to come on as well, and Karen couldn't be here that day, but we still held it down, and we're so appreciative of you for having her to bring awareness. I know now at Magnolia Kennel, you guys focus primarily on dogs.
Yes.
But it was great to have Helen on, and I mean, cats are important little creatures as well, and she was talking about the work that they're doing in the community. So
I was very happy for that because I learned something listening to her talk. I didn't know the things that they were doing. So it's really good. It really is.
So what's been going on? We're in March. What does the January and the February look like for you guys? And now with spring, I would assume things are really probably starting to get rolling.
Yeah. In January and February, we do a lot of maintenance. We do a lot of projects at the kennel, it's constant projects because I joke all the time. You give a dog something and maybe it might last a day or two. I bought a big tennis ball the other day for the yard and put it in the yard, and I was expecting it to pop that day, and it actually lasted 6 days. So it was really good. But we do a lot of maintenance and getting the yards ready for the busy season. And spring break, the kids, I believe, locally get out on the 8th. I do think I have 1 or 2 spots left, but I'm basically booked already. But spring break is a constant turnover, so we have dogs leaving and coming constantly. We're just rocking and rolling.
We had Billy caught. Billy's with us every Friday from Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and they do pre-planning.
Mm-hmm.
And you were wondering, like, where are you going with this pre-planning in a kennel? Well, here's the deal.
Oh, yes.
Even if you're not ready to board your animals yet, go ahead and pre-register them at Magnolia Kennel. Bridget, I don't know if you've seen that come across yet.
I did.
But we went ahead and pre-registered Mac and Stella, so whenever we are ready, we're not scrambling to do everything.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do that. I would assume you're okay with that.
Yeah, and actually I encourage it because you never know when you're going to have an emergency, and you want to make sure that when you are under stress, you have already pre-registered and the dogs have at least come and spent the day with us. We do offer a one-time free doggy daycare after they're registered and after we check their shots. That way, when unfortunately, if you have a death in the family, you're not scooting around trying to find some place to put your dog. You're already registered with us. The dog's already familiar with us. And I encourage you to do that anywhere, even if you're not boarding at our kennel, do it wherever you're located, because the less stress on the dog is better, because stress has a tendency to, in dogs, internalize, and that's when you'll get a sick dog. So you want to make it as easy as possible, especially when you're under stress.
MagnoliaKennel.com is the website address to go to. And again, go there right now. You can register. You can book online once you're ready to. And I love that you have that free day just to come out and kind of check things out. We feel good about Mac. Stella, our other dog's going to be one that we're going to have her come take advantage of that day just to see how she settles in.
Yes.
She's a really, skittish dog. And y'all know, my little blue Lacey.
and it's kind of a newer breed.
Mm-hmm.
In
It's
fact,
a Texas breed. It's the Texas dog.
that is one y'all need to add on the breeds because it
Yes.
wasn't on the list.
Yes.
Yeah. And so I think I put like Labrador, but then I put a note in there.
Yeah.
But the blue Lacy's are a very energetic breed. They need to be able to run around, but they're also kind of timid. And ours even more so because some jerk, and I'll say it, some jerk threw him out of a moving vehicle in Crabs Prairie several years ago. That's how we ended up getting her.
Yeah.
Threw out like 5 puppies. And, we talked with Helen about this from the Cat Project. Same with dogs.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Don't do that. If you can't take care of the animal, there are places that you can take them to that will provide the resources that they're not going to say leave with the dog. They're going to help you.
Mm-hmm.
So don't, please, I don't know where people think that that's okay to do that.
Yes.
And it breaks my heart when I see it. I did want to say this, and it's so cool that you're on this morning. We take Braylon and Caden to tomorrow's Promise Montessori School off Old Houston Road. They just opened up the academy on Friday, but we preferred to keep them where they're at because I love the teachers and they do a great job. But it was cool this morning. I saw a dog pack walking down the road. And I was like,
that's unusual.
I saw a pack. You don't see it too much anymore, right?
Yeah.
I saw the big dog, and then so you could tell which one was the alpha. Is that what they call it? The big dog. And this was literally a big dog. And he was walking, and 2 little ones. There was a Chihuahua and a wiener dog behind it. I wanted to take a picture. I was like, these are, and they, I'm not going to go up and pet them, but I said, hey, puppies. And they all look, they're wagging their tail. And I'm like, they're just having their morning walk with each other.
Yeah.
So-
Well, and that's one good thing about Huntsville. We do have strays and we do have the cat issues, but they do a good job of keeping the strays down. Unfortunately, that's everywhere. So.
Yeah, and I think with these, they obviously were like the neighbors' dogs from around there because they all had collars on. They were all well kept.
Yeah.
But they were just, they were just homies. They were like, hey, what's up, homie? Let's go walk this morning. They were just homies. They were little homie dogs. That's what I called them.
Little homie dogs.
Well, Steph, what else is new with you guys? I know the kennel's going great. What else do you have kind of in the pipeline maybe?
Well, to be honest with you, with business starting here in the next week, our life kind of goes backwards and we just concentrate on taking care of other animals and stuff. We take our vacation in October and we actually physically close down for the 2 weeks. That's the only way I can get off. I think I made the comment to you one day. I went a stretch of 7 years, not 7 days, 7 years without a day off. And technically, I guess I'm never off because I carry the phone with me all the time. But just going and blowing and encouraging people to take advantage of the free doggy daycare to test their dogs and make them feel comfortable.
I may have asked you this a couple months ago when you came on as a guest of ours, but I'll ask you again. When did the idea for doing this pop into your head? What really, there's always that tug in your heart. So what was the tug in your heart that led you to it?
Without being negative, I worked for the state of Texas as the prison system. I had one of the best jobs in the system. I was a drug dog sergeant.
That's right. Yeah.
And I was in charge of the drug dogs. And I am not a political person. I do not like politics. And so politics were involved. And I just said, I've had enough and I want to do something that I enjoy and people will, help me enjoy my life better. So I did. The stress was gone, different kind of stress now, but
I was going to say it didn't leave.
No,
it's just totally different.
Yeah, but it's different when you work for yourself.
And you're passionate about what you do too.
You know, working for yourself is much
is
different than working for somebody else.
Are you at liberty to maybe talk maybe a little bit about the kind of how you, I guess, the drug dogs, like, did you train them? Did you, what was that like?
When I started as a CO, I was at the time when I got the job, I was actually a correctional counselor and I took a demotion to go into the dogs because at that time I was going to Houston twice a day, all the way to the Galleria area, twice a week, all the way to the Galleria area to learn how to show dogs and learn tracking and that kind of stuff. And the job for the drug dogs came across the board, and I took a demotion and went up for the CO's position in a very short period of time. And now, mind you, hopefully this was a different time. When I got the job, within, I can't remember the time frame, but within 6 months, I was in charge of the dogs.
Wow.
I went from a CO to because the other people left or whatever. And we did everything from selecting the dogs, breeding the dogs, to training them all the way through. Our dogs were certified, or I would assume they're still certified because I'm not involved with them anymore. Yeah. Marijuana, cocaine, heroin, methamphetamines, and then once you teach a dog to do different things. The one that I used to work a lot, his name was Rascal, and I got so good at reading his body language that I could read that he had found something that he wasn't supposed to smell in an environment, like shanks and items that one time we were in one of the big factories and we were walking along and Rascal goes by and he stops, and he wasn't taught to stop. He stops, he does a big deep breath and lets his air out, and then he kept going. He didn't alert, he just kept going. I put my hand under there and there was a knife about that big under there.
Wow.
So it's just it was a good job. It really was a good job, except politics.
Well, and one of the things too, when you were mentioning all these different things that they could detect, they could detect Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dogs are taught nowadays they can detect cancer, seizures, dropping in your sugar, diabetic dogs. I mean, there is just, I used to, when I was working for the prison system, eat some more sugar.
It inspired me.
When I worked for the prison, after I started working for them, I started volunteering for Texas Hearing and Service Dogs out of Georgetown and Austin. And we did dogs for people that were in chairs and the deaf. Oh. So I was the evaluator. I was a volunteer. I would go around the shelters and find the dogs that would fit the criteria for the different jobs. And then once I left the state of Texas, then I actually became an employee of Texas Hearing and Service Dogs for a while. And that's what I was going to tell you. One of the neatest things I ever did is my dog, Henry, I trained for a service dog for a person in a chair. He actually handed the pen to George Bush to sign the law for the hearing and service dogs laws in Texas.
How cool is that?
Yeah, it was cool. It really was. And I wish I had that ink pen, but I don't have any idea where it happened to it.
Kyle, by the way, is saying I want a sugar dog.
He wants a sugar dog.
He wants to eat as much sugar, and the dog will tell him when to stop.
Hey, like Rachel, I love you. He says, Rachel, I love you, sweetheart. And like I'm all about a sugar mama, but I really want a sugar dog. That's what that's what the Brisketeer's saying this morning.
He wants a sugar dog.
Sugar dog. What's up, sugar dog? Oh man, this is great. Well, Steph, I think it's incredible. And one thing that I just love about you is your energy and your passion. It's so apparent when you get around people who are in a business, especially a business owner who is passionate about what they do, and everything about you exudes that mindset and that feeling that that Steph is passionate about what she does. And the same for Scott too.
Yeah.
Now, did you kind of pull Scott in, or was he just
No, he's actually was a retired narcotic canine sergeant also.
Okay, so there's the connection.
That was our connection. So, the only problem is my world is dogs, so it's real hard for me to have a normal conversation with other people sometimes.
You're like you show up and you're literally like, "What's up, dog?" And they're like, "Oh, hey," and no, seriously, that's how I thought. Like, "What's up, dog?" No, I'm just kidding. Well, no, it's great, and I think it's cool too because when people have a heart for animals, it says a lot about their character too. And I just love how you care so much about these animals, especially, there's someone out there today that's probably saying, I need to board my animal. I can tell you firsthand, just from knowing Steph and being out the facility, they're going to take excellent care of your dog. And here's the thing. When you take your dog to a kennel, you're not taking them to a resort. You're taking them to a place that they need to feel comfortable. They need to feel safe.
Right.
And not every kennel, and that's what I love about her transparency too. Steph even told me, she goes, maybe our kennel isn't for you. Not every kennel is for every dog.
Yes.
Maybe expand on that a little bit.
Yeah, because the hardest thing for a dog to do is generalize. And so you'll get people that will assume because my dog is social at home, they're going to be social other places, and that's not necessarily true. So you want a dog to feel comfortable when the person is gone. And that's one of the things I'd like to talk about, is in the sense of when a person comes to the kennel with their dog, that is not the time to do the paperwork. That is not the time to be upset. That is not the time. You've got to think of the way you are presenting the dog to the kennel. If you're upset, your attitude is going to go straight down that leash to that dog, and that dog's going to go, oh, why is mom nervous? And then I'm going to be nervous. And once I said earlier about the stress in a dog, if you're stressed, the dog's going to be stressed. So you want to be relaxed. You want to have already come and taken the tour. You have already done the paperwork, solved the shot records, and shown all of that stuff prior to dropping the dog off. Our policy with shots is we require the dogs to have the shots at least 3 days before they come to us. And a lot of that started because these people were waiting until the last minute to give the shots, which threw them in a stressful situation. And then how do you feel when you get a flu shot and go back to work that day or go to a strange place? So we don't want the dog to be extra stressed. So having the dog as relaxed as possible is key. I just can't stress that enough. Get all the human stuff out of it before you bring the dog. It is not a time and a place to bring the dog. Unfortunately, if you have a death in the family, that's not the perfect time to bring the dog for the first time to the kennel, because you're upset, the dog's upset, all the family members are there, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
what's some really good advice? We didn't talk about this last time, so I think this is really good. I'm sorry, I keep laughing. I mean, it looks like something's on fire outside.
No, it's the King Vapor of Huntsville.
He's standing right there.
I'm not knocking on anybody, but there's a gentleman that's vaping outside of our studio, and I've never seen
looks like a poof smoke.
It's not a poof. This is like Mount St. Helens erupting every time that guy hits that thing. I was like, what?
He's got one of them jumbo vapor things, man. I mean, I'm like, how can you breathe with all that?
It's a new 6-foot model that you come out with.
Yeah. Got to hook it up to the car battery.
Plug it into the wall and go for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, Steph. It was distracting because
it is very distracting.
I was like, is someone on fire out there? And it wasn't this big vape. Anyways, we'll check them out online, magnoliakennel.com. It is a place where dogs get to be dogs. And I guarantee that Steph and her staff are going to take excellent care of you. Steph, can you slide something into view here real quick? Check this out.
Here, let me hold a little sign for you.
We may need to get. Look! Oh my goodness! Here. Let's just here.
Hold
on. There we go.
No, hold on. Yeah, there we go.
It's got things in there for people, and it's got things in there for the dogs.
Look at this.
And I started a habit when my son was little.
Look, it's Jason.
I get all things go to the markdown aisle. So all this stuff came from local items.
But I am not wearing the collar, Rob. Okay.
Look at this little guy. Hey, bud. Look, I just kind of want to hold.
Now, disclaimer: there is some slobber on that one because my dog grabbed it. As I was leaving, but
it was for me as well. Yeah. So it was for me also. I slobbered on it.
There's a puzzle with dogs.
You would slobber on that, dude.
Oh, and this is cute. This is a little where you can put your.
Oh yeah, hold that up in front of the main camera there. Look at this.
Where you can put your picture in there, and
boy, look at this.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is a treat dispenser. Oops, I left the price tag on that.
Sitting here looking at all this, probably like $300 worth of stuff.
And then one of the things that I think is cute, the basket is shaped like a dog bone.
Yeah, it is. What is this? A dog pet? It's a puzzle.
Yes. Those are difficult. Those are little tiny wood ones, and you think they would be easy, but they are very difficult.
Whoa, they got weird hooks on them and stuff.
And they're shaped like little dog bones or little dog face or something like that.
Some of them are shaped like Connecticut.
Of course, this is a leash. There's a leash.
Wow. This is amazing.
That is amazing gift.
How long did it take you to put this thing together?
10 minutes. I have a closet full of stuff that I keep available for that reason.
Steph, you need a little peekaboo behind there. So you, hello.
One year I donated a very large basket to the local cancer society, and I was told later that the donation bid was over $500.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
So
you mind sliding that back just a little so we can see you again there?
Okay.
Yeah, we want to be
there-
able to
there
see
you
you
go.
again.
Yeah.
Look, we can put that right there too. So there you go. Well, that is great. Now this is not included. This
No,
just comes
no.
with this. The
yeah, but
sign.
there's a couple of ink pens in there that have Magnolia Kennel that Scott put together.
Oh, beautiful.
And then
Very cool.
I think there is a bone with a coupon.
Oh yeah, look at those
So-
little wooden coupons.
Yeah, yeah.
How awesome is that?
Yeah.
You're going to have those at the scavenger hunt
Yes.
coming up. Is that
yes,
right?
Yes, they're putting them in the baskets. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you so much, Steph. Just a fun morning. I just love the energy when you come here. I love the energy every time we come to see you. And
Yes.
I mean, and it's so important because you just talked about the dogs feed off of the human energy.
Oh yeah.
There you go. You're gonna bring, this is the your pups are going to be in great hands when it comes to Magnolia
Well,
Kennel.
one thing at the kennel also, when if you bring a dog that is what I consider a management dog, that like not tomorrow, Thursday, I have a dog that's coming in that has a bite history, and I will take those dogs, but as long as the person knows what they have, because I'll have people that'll pick their dog up and they'll say, did it bite anybody? And I'm like, what do you mean, did it bite anybody? Well, the last kennel, it bit somebody. That would have been nice to know when you dropped the dog off, which the dog didn't bite
Did you
anybody.
double check my
Yeah.
rabies records? Yes, we did.
Yeah. So, I mean, being honest with us about the history of the dog is the best. We're going to do an evaluation Thursday and see if the dog's going to be allowed to come to us. That's the only time that I refuse a dog is if the dog will not cooperate with us. We don't have to, we just manage it. We don't do extra loving and treats and that kind of stuff on dogs like that. But as long as the person knows they have that.
Yeah, well, that's
So-
great. Well, a beautiful basket today. That'll go to one lucky winner. Again, all you got to do is text in the keyword, and it is wah wah.
And it might be easier if you just let them pick it up at the kennel, or
Yeah.
do you want to pick it up?
Well, yeah, we'll see who it is.
Okay.
Whoever wins, we can
Okay.
we can figure that out. So,
Okay.
but yeah, the keyword is wah wah on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line.
Shaking my head over
That's
that one.
funny.
936-339-0139 is all you got to do is text that in. Beautiful gift basket today, and a big thank you to Steph Vallie over at Magnolia Kennel. Big thanks to Scott too. I know he's a big
thank
support.
you for Scott taking care of the kennel while I can come here.
Yeah, wonderful. Any final things you wanted to add? We've talked about so much today. It's been so much fun.
I hope that the next month or two I get some more guests in here for you regarding dogs.
We spoke to some. See, my mind just goes. And Learning RX has been helping me with this. It's been my problem because I haven't been able to consistently go like I want to. We had somebody on here recently that I said this would be great. Do you remember who that was? And I said it'd be so great to feature them. They were going to bring a pet in once a month.
Oh, that was you asked Helen about the kitties coming for an adoption person, but she doesn't.
That's
bring
what
him-
it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
exactly
Helen,
who it was.
Helen, but I know Helen works out of town, so she wouldn't be the one actually bringing them, but one of the volunteers, I'm sure.
Yeah, she said she knew that. And so hopefully, once a month we could have somebody bring in a pet. And I've always said that anything that is pet related here on this show, that is brought to you by Magnolia Kennel. And so, so we want to make sure that.
I hope one of the vets will come speak. And then I have a friend of mine, I consider her a friend. She's been coming to the kennel 4 or 5 years, that actually trains bomb dogs. So I'm hoping to get her to come in and speak. Yeah, she's fantastic. So she comes and stays in Huntsville, winters here in Huntsville from Alaska.
Wow.
And brings her dogs with her.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I board five of her bomb dogs.
Wow.
So-
Well, Heike Ness had sent in a message earlier. And Heike, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. If not,
Ness.
Yep. So they had texted and said, "Good morning, Steph is the best, a longtime client." They were wanting to know that number again for the text line to win that gift basket. It's 936-339-0139. 0139 on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. I do have one final comment. Because you knew this and you still know this area. You were talking about drug dogs and those kind of things. We were in Del Rio one time, a friend of mine, Nathan and I. We were broadcasting an alumni football game down in Del Rio, really weird stadium. And instead of it, like normally a press box is, spread out. This thing is a tower. It's like it's a round tower. That's how the press box is designed. It's spiral
After
staircase.
the fact.
Yeah. Look, but here's the deal. So we're leaving Del Rio. And you have to go through, security checkpoints down in South Texas and other border areas. And we get flagged. Dogs going nuts way before we even got there. And a guy's like, y'all need to pull over, get out. And so they searched our car. And I'm sitting, and poor Nathan is just scared to death. I'm nervous. I didn't have anything, but I'm like, did somebody put something in our car while we were at this game? And so I asked the guy, I said, we don't have anything. He goes, well, that's for me to find out. Our dog has been alerted. And so they literally sent us into that little room that you see in the movies. Like this little room is metal table and metal chairs. I thought that was just fake. It's real. 30 minutes later, they come out and they said, you're free to go. And I remember going back, and that dog was going nuts, and it was going nuts again when the next car was like a mile behind us. And I remember asking that guy, I said, is your dog wrong? And he goes, well, our dog's never wrong. And I said, well, this one's broke. And he didn't like me saying that. Do the dogs get it wrong sometimes? Or was that dog just broken? Like, I don't mean it in a negative, like a rude way, but I think that dog was broken because he was
dogs
barking
are never wrong.
He was barking at everybody.
Dogs are never wrong, but there's many, many, many factors that go into that.
So it could have been something else.
Human factors, other factors, trainer factors, handler factors. There's lots of, but the dog's never wrong. I've got all the statistics, but like dogs are like 98%, you know, and they have to keep detailed records and they have to do training and they have to do all of that kind of stuff. So a dog is never wrong.
So was that border agent, the handler, he was wrong. He did something. That's what it was.
And
I'm just trying to pass the blame.
No,
quit passing the
man.
blame.
Thank goodness I knew if we put it in the bumper, they'd never find it. No, I'm just kidding.
Good Lord.
And most likely, to be honest with you, they were probably looking for people.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, I mean, you know, they were probably looking for illegals.
And like Nathan was angry. He's like, that dog, and because you know Nathan's a buddy of mine.
They're doing their job.
Yeah, Nathan was just like, that dog, man, he's going to ruin us. We're going to go to prison. I said, why? We don't have nothing, but somebody planted something. And I was like, Nathan, chill out. There's nothing, man. But they went through our briefcases, everything.
Yeah,
and they don't fold your stuff back up.
We used to do work with the local agents. I mean, I did a mansion here locally one time for DEA. I worked for TDC, but they called us to do the mansion. And the funniest thing is our dogs worked off leash, so we could stand here and send them into a room, and they would go do the room. And I had sent Rascal in, and first, he's a very passive dog. First thing I noticed, he comes flying back out of that room, and which was unusual for him. And I stuck my head in there, and it was a trophy room, and it had a grizzly bear. It had all these different animals stuffed in there, but he wasn't reacting to those. What he was reacting to is right around the corner, there was a cobra standing with its, you know, stuffed. And he didn't want to have anything to do with that snake.
I don't blame him. I think I would have left the room
so
too.
they are, you know, dogs are dogs. I mean, they're most of the time, if they're trained right, they're not wrong, but they are dogs. They make mistakes just like everybody else
This
does.
one, the handler made a mistake. I'll blame it on him. So
And
thanks a
you
lot,
don't
handler.
know. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, handler. Anyways, we're all good. Well, Steph Vallie, go check her out online.
Man, he's gonna
Magnolia
track you
Kennel.
down now, dude.
Yeah, he ain't watching. So yeah, they don't
You
sponsor.
never know.
Hey, you watching the
Hey,
algorithm?
conspiracy.
The algorithm, man.
The algorithm's gonna get us.
Conspiracy.
Well, Steph, thank you so much for being
Sure.
such a fun morning. And again, thank you for this
Yes.
wonderful gift basket. Someone's going to be really blessed here in just a few moments. So again, magnoliakennel.com for all of your boarding needs here in this community throughout Walker County, maybe a surrounding county as well. It's worth the drive. Come into Huntsville, conveniently located right off I-45 as you head out of town on the south side. You can't miss it, and they will take excellent care of you. So thank you, Steph.
We take care of the dogs. We don't take care of the people.
Yeah. You're like,
Well,
sir,
yeah, you
Hey, I
do.
was joking with somebody yesterday. Somebody actually years ago asked me to let their kids stay at the kennel. I'm like, no, I don't think so.
You're like, sir, leave your dog. Please get out. All right, we'll take a break. We've got a little bit more word from our sponsors, and then we'll go to our winner here in just a few moments. Stay with us. More to come here as Jason and I close it out. This is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville.
Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Here we grow again. Tomorrow's Promise is excited to announce the upcoming addition of our third location to better serve the families of Walker County and surrounding areas. At Tomorrow's Promise, we are more than just childcare. We pride ourselves on partnering with parents and creating a place where every child is respected, loved, and nurtured in the highest quality environment. See what makes us the perfect fit for your child and their needs. Schedule a tour and learn more about Montessori. Contact us today at tpms.life. Third location on Veterans Memorial, coming soon. Education you can
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Hey friends, Rob Hip here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliot's, and he was so gracious and compassionate with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine for my engagement band, and he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold, also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget. And as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Join us at First Baptist Church Huntsville for the exciting return of Wednesday Night Live starting March 6th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. We're offering games, fellowship, a free meal, and Bible study sessions for all ages. Whether you're a child, teen, or adult, there's something for everyone. Adults can enjoy new Bible study classes while the kids engage in fun, faith-based activities. This community event is open to everyone free of charge. Don't miss out on this opportunity for spiritual growth and community connection. To register and for more information, visit fbchuntsville.org.
All right, Huntsville back at it on 835. Sounds like that.
835.
Did you ever see that little thing flying around the internet?
Look, man, you're not Don Imus, okay?
Don Imus in the morning?
Yeah.
Don. He was here in Huntsville, wasn't he? Didn't he have a ranch outside
Yeah,
town?
he did.
No, that I was. There's
no,
a.
But you got to get the things that go in your ear and hang them upside down.
What is that?
That's what he used to wear on Imus in the morning.
What, he had like headphones in his ear?
Yeah,
upside
but
down?
he'd hang on. He'd wear it upside down.
Hold on, let's try this. Let me take this off down here. I'm gonna know.
Take your binder clip off.
Come on now, come on. We're gonna have like a super country episode of the show one day. Come on down here now. I'm gonna get Justin Wilson on here. Is he still alive?
No.
When did he pass away?
Years ago.
Ooh, I'm gonna put a little spice in it this morning. Woo! Isn't he always say woo?
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on. Let's try this, Jason. If it works. Oh, here we go. Was this what he did? Right, like this?
Yeah, something like that.
There you go. Oh, it's kind of like, whenever you have your child and you have to wear those obnoxious like headgear for your braces. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, I kind of like how that kind of stuff over here is like, Rob, what are you doing? What do you think?
No.
It's a new look. See, somebody out there does that though. All that does, Jason, is all that does is it brings out that turkey in me right here. I gotta hide that, man. It's this is why the good Lord invented button-up shirts that go all the way to the top. It's not for a tie, it's to hide that turkey under your chin. That gobble that you have.
Your gobbler?
Yeah, you don't really have it. You got a little bit
anymore.
You don't have it. You used to have it.
I used to have it. I don't anymore because I eat better than chocolate milk and strawberry iced donuts.
It's so weird. I don't understand. Hold on one second. I don't understand, why I'm almost 250 pounds whenever I'm drinking something that's 21% carbs only, only 58 grams, only 10 grams saturated fat, 50% only.
It's 58% of your daily value.
Only. I just don't get it. Only. What if I just drink one of those a day? Would I be all right?
I don't know.
We should try that. I'll just drink water and chocolate milk every day and see what happens.
As long as you don't need any food with it.
Does this have your necessary nutrients though? If let's just say that.
I don't know. I'm not a dietitian, but probably not.
I won't hold you to this, but let's just hypothetically think if I had 2 of these a day and drank 16 cups of water.
You would pee a lot.
Well, yeah. But would I be okay? Because look, it would give me 42% of the carbs that I need. It'd give me 42% of the total fat, 100% saturated fat. It'd give me 36% cholesterol, 32% sodium. I'm doubling it times 2, by the way. But I'd get 50% vitamin D, 100% calcium.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing. 30% iron and 40% of my daily intake of potassium.
Okay.
And I would get 36 grams of protein. Now, how much protein do you get from a meat, like a steak? Do you think?
Depends on how much steak you eat.
Enough? 36 grams a day of I think I'd be doing okay. I'm wondering if you could go on a chocolate milk
and water
diet and water, would you be okay?
Well, for a certain amount of time, you probably would.
Now, Christine Mitchell, she says, no, you need protein, but this has 18 grams times 2 would be 36 grams of protein a day.
Yeah.
I may lose weight if I go on this chocolate milk diet.
You may lose something.
Yeah, may lose my mind. I don't know, man. But anyways.
You know what the difference is what you will and what you won't eat is?
What is that?
About 36 hours without eating.
I watch what I eat every day.
I'm sure you watch it go from your fork into your mouth.
I absolutely do. I watch it every day.
I'll bet you do.
I'm not a dietitian, unlike
I'm not either. I just like picking on you.
Well, the fine lady that we had on that came by and spoke, she's just a very fine woman with her knowledge. Here's the deal. There is something chemically in food that makes you addicted to it. Me, it's like it's burgers, man. There's something in a burger, and it's specifically Whataburger or Burger King. And the only reason I say this is when I had COVID, and I've had it 4 times, and I'm vaccinated. I won't get into that. I kind of wish I would not have been because I think there's some of the memory problems I'm having, but I won't go down that train.
All right, let's not go down.
But here's the deal. I'm sitting here thinking, I could not, when I first had it, I could not taste anything, nothing. And I completely lost my sense of smell. Never forget. I was in the shower and I remembered I couldn't smell the soap. And I was like, this is awkward. And then I realized right away I couldn't taste anything because I drank Dr. Pepper. It just felt like water going. It's the weirdest thing.
But in my brain, I still was craving, even though I couldn't taste it. I was still craving Whataburger like crazy. It was a weird. You would think that it's the taste of it, but there's something chemically in that food that makes you crave it. And for me, I just craved it. And I remember ordering it and I ate it, even though I couldn't taste it, and the craving went away. It wasn't a hunger crave because I tried to eat just a pretzel. Again, I couldn't taste it. I ate something else, couldn't taste it. But that craving was there. And then once I had the burger, the craving went away. Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
So, all right, let's head over to the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian. Jason, I'm going to let you take this one today.
Let me take it.
Yeah. I'm going to grace you with your presence this morning of it. Oh, if you don't answer, you don't win. Wouldn't that be heartbreaking?
It would be.
On such a wonderful gift basket.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Who are we speaking with this morning?
This is Sally.
Sally. You know who this is, Sally?
See what?
Do you know who this is?
Yes.
Oh. So who is it?
This is Jason.
Oh, awesome.
What?
I watch the show every morning.
She watches the show every morning.
Oh, this is Sally Hosey, isn't it? When you said Sally, this is Sally Hosey.
Yes, it is.
My goodness.
Sally is the lucky winner of this very nice basket.
And Sally, Sally and Robert have a few pups too. How many pups do y'all have now?
We have 4. We have 2 girls and 2 boys, and that's my security team.
Well, there you go.
That's awesome. They are getting the hookup.
Well, yeah, you're getting a major hookup today from this gift basket, courtesy of Magnolia Kennel. Have you heard of Magnolia Kennel before, Sally?
We used them.
Oh, y'all have used them. Okay.
Oh,
They said they've used y'all. So, all right. Well, you got a huge gift basket from Steph and the friends at Magnolia Kennel. How about that?
That's perfect. We're also going to use them this September when we go to Alaska.
They said they're using y'all this September when they go to Alaska. So there you go. Well, perfect. Well, since you already use them and you know them, I'm going to go ahead and take half of these things out of here. We'll just kind of pick. Jason and I'll just kind of pick what we want, and then we'll give you the rest. All right.
Well, that's fine. Mac and them can have something. Mac and Stella.
See, she knows my pups too. Yeah, just kidding. It's all yours. So, well, congratulations, congratulations, Sally. We're excited for you. We will have this available for pickup Monday through Thursday from 9 to 2 over at First Baptist. Will that work for you?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. We'll bring it over there today. So if you want to grab it today, we'll have it up there. But again, Monday through Thursday, 9 to 2. Jason, you got the final question.
Miss Sally, what are you thankful for?
I am thankful for the people in Huntsville. I really love this community.
That is awesome to hear.
Perfect. That was the exact quote I was looking for because we may feature you in our new video. We'll have your audio on there, Sally. So there you go. Congratulations. Do we have to pay you? Do we have to pay you royalties for that?
Say yes, Sally. Say yes. Say yes, Sally.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, congratulations. Thank you so much for watching. And we love you guys. And y'all have a blessed day. All right.
All right. Love y'all too. Bye.
Bye-bye. See, that's what I love about Huntsville. You just tell people you love them and they say, oh, I love you too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're in another town, they're like, what do you say you love me for? That's how we do here in Huntsville.
Mm-hmm.
So, well,
try that in Houston.
Yeah. Try it down in H-Town. Yeah, it depends. You know, it depends. Depends on where you're. Real quick, Guardian Defense, they are your tactical experts here in Huntsville. What's going on at Guardian Defense? We want folks to support local business, and I wanted to give you an opportunity.
Not this weekend, but next weekend we have classes, guys. Texas license to carry and NRA basic pistol.
And how? So let's just pretend. Walk me through this real quick. I've never taken a class.
Okay.
And I'm wanting to learn something. Where should I start? What should I do?
Okay. So what is your shooting experience?
Very limited. And I'm just doing this. We're just doing a little role playing here.
Okay. Very limited.
Very limited. I've shot a shotgun. I've shot a few Dove before, but never really much for
handguns or anything?
Yeah, never shot a handgun.
I would start with the NRA basic pistol course.
Okay. And what am I going to learn?
You're going to learn all the fundamentals, especially the attitude to own and shoot a pistol. It's about 8 hours long.
It makes me nervous, the thought of having one. What does your class teach me to help with that?
What does it teach you to what?
To help me to, like,
Well,
why am
because
why am I nervous? Maybe
why are
answer-
you? Why are you nervous?
Why am I nervous?
Probably because you don't know anything about it yet.
There
And we're
you go.
going to teach you how to safely operate, and have that knowledge base of what that tool is used for.
Well, there it is. So go by Guardian Defense. You can check them out online, guardiandefensellc.com. Jason,
Feel free to give us a call.
Yeah, what's the number?
936-293-0364. Well, I'm here to answer your questions, get you feeling comfortable. You don't even have to own a gun if you want to take the class, because we have loaners.
There you go. And you just come out, learn. They're going to take care of you. It's not a scary situation. When you hear that word, a lot of people get nervous.
Some people do.
And it's okay, but they're going to take care of you. They're going to show you the fundamentals, and they're also going to make sure that you feel secure. And the best thing is it's personal security for your family.
That's
it.
it.
You never hope that you have to use one, but if you do, you're going to know how.
That's it. It's always better to have something and not need it than to need it and not have it.
Kyle had a good question too. He said, are there any age limits in the classes?
Well, in order to obtain the certificate through the NRA for the basic pistol course, you do have to be 21.
So you got to be 21 to get the certificate. Yeah. Yep. So, well, there you go. 936-293-0364, Guardian Defense. They are your home experts here in Huntsville and all things personal safety. So go by and see them. They don't just have the gun range. They have the classes. They sell the firearms, the ammo, all that you need.
Right.
They'll take care of you on it.
Yeah, man, we sharpen knives. We do just about anything. We even move our friends.
Yeah, and sometimes they move their friends 5 times.
Sometimes.
The all-new Guardian Defense Moving
and storage.
Moving and storage coming soon.
Yeah, Ricky's over shaking his head. No.
I don't think so, man.
Negative Ghost Rider.
All right, friends. Well, that'll wrap it up here on a Tactical Tuesday. We appreciate you so much for being with us here today. Great show lined up the rest of this week. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Denise Winston is on schedule from ASSE Student Exchange. She'll be bringing on an exchange student tomorrow.
Oh, that's
cool.
The
game plan. She tries to join us once a month. And then we do have some availability Thursday and Friday. There's a couple of folks who are interested in being on, but those haven't been filled yet. And so if you'd like to be on the show Thursday or Friday, if you're a nonprofit, even if you're a business, we do have a business package that you can come on the show as well for some exposure. Just reach out to us. hello@HelloHuntsvilleTX.com. That'll wrap it up. Big thank you to Steph Vallie and our friends at Magnolia Kennel.
Don't forget the ribbon cutting today for tomorrow's promise. We need to give them a shout out.
Yes, tonight at 4:00. Come on out to the new Tomorrow's Promise Academy. That is located off Veterans Memorial.
Over behind the mall.
Right behind the mall, the TDCJ Mall.
TDCJ Mall.
Yeah, TDCJ takeover over there.
Yeah.
So your children are going to be safe.
West Hill TDCJ.
Right. Yeah, West Hill TDCJ. There you go. The children are going to be safe because you got the Texas Department of Criminal Justice right there. But they are good folks, and Tomorrow's Promise, excellent. We have our 2 children over there. They take great care of our kiddos. Or as Kay would make sure that I need to say children, because
children, not kiddos, not kids. Kids are goats.
Yeah, we are. Bridget and I are not a goat, and so we have children, not kids. But come by tonight, support Rick and Kay Boning. They have done incredible work. Tomorrow's Promise, a 501c3 nonprofit. Their 3rd location is now open. Charlotte is the director over there of the academy, and so
that's awesome.
So
I'm looking forward to that event.
Yep, and also today at noon, what's going on?
Yeah, WCRC. At the Safe House upstairs. Come check us out. Maybe you're a business owner. Maybe you want to be a business owner. Well, Walker County Referral Cooperative, we're looking for new members and new blood. Steph's part of it. You're part of it.
And it's officially a 501c6 organization now with a nonprofit status. And so you guys have worked so hard and the board there to get all this, and appreciate Tammy and everyone else who kind of got the ball rolling. You guys have done an incredible job. And it is a recognized 501c6. Going to have a big business fair coming up, hopefully this next February or so.
February.
So we're looking forward to that. Be part of it. It's a family. Huntsville's all about a family, and WCRC is a family atmosphere.
Yes.
Great networking opportunities. That'll wrap it up. Jason, thank you, man, for being here, as always. Appreciate you.
Brother.
Let's support these local businesses. Every weekday we have a different co-host with us. On Mondays, it's Walker County Federal. Tuesdays, it's Guardian Defense. Wednesdays, Tomorrow's Promise. Thursdays, our great friends at the Color Bar. And then on Fridays, we have Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. So our foundation sponsors, please make sure that you support them. Support folks like Magnolia Kennel as well. You'll see articles from time to time on our website from Sam Moak. One other thing that I wanted to mention too,
You need to put that up.
Yeah, there was something, and I wanted to wait. I was just starting to thank our sponsors, Terry Coleman, and a very special person in our life, Miss Vicki McKenzie.
Yes.
We love the McKenzie family. We love Vicki very much. And please keep Vicki in your prayers as she has lost her husband, a courageous battle to cancer over the last year. And Corby is now at home in heaven with the Father. And we just wanted to have a special, really quick moment of silence as we honor the life and the legacy this morning of Corby McKenzie. So again, we love you, Vicki, and your family, and I was waiting until the end. I didn't want to, do all that at the beginning. I'm glad that you reminded me of our sponsors too, but I did want to put Corby there at the very end. Just keep Vicki in your prayers. She's a great woman. We love her so much, and her husband was a great man.
Support.
Yep. Well, we love you, Huntsville. That'll wrap it up. Make sure to join us tomorrow. We'll be right back at it here on your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville. As I end every broadcast, reminding you today that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. We'll see you back at it tomorrow, bright and early, right here on Good Morning Huntsville.